happy Tuesday. You know, usually when you go to the salon, it's spa time, right? You know, shampoo, highlights, trim, perhaps a glass of wine as you unwind in your stylish chair.
Sounds like you go to a fancy salon. My goodness.
Fancy.
Well, one stylist is taking hair to the next level with music, a bar, and all sorts of funky styles for entertainment and hair education. Joining us today with Elevate Hair and Paris Parker Salons is Tatum Neal. Tatum, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, you could have fooled me. I thought you were a DJ with this whole DJ setup here.
You know what? I was a DJ first. I started DJing a long time ago and then kind of fell into hair. And for me, I thought, how can I fuse these two passions of mine together? And about a year ago, we created Elevate Hair.
So tell me about this event that's coming up on Sunday.
It's sort of a traveling local hair show. So we typically go, we just did LA, we're at the Viper Room, we're doing New York next month. But we go into a community and we try to build community. So it's sort of brand neutral. Elevate Hair is brand neutral, if you will. And that allows us to get people from different salons and different product companies together in the same venue in a really unique opportunity, because you don't typically see that. Typically brands stay with each other, salons stay with each other. So it's really about building community and really having a good time.
So when you're on stage, you have a model on stage who you're cutting his or her hair, and it's really like a dance party, right? Funky lights, cool music.
Yeah, it's like a dance party, and so it's like a lot of inspiration. You can definitely watch the hair artist and see what's going on, but it's also inspiring to the artist. Typically, a hairdresser has to talk a lot, and I'll talk a lot while I'm doing hair. They don't really get to feel what they're doing. So this is an opportunity for them to just sort of relax and be in with the vibe of the music and create. And the audience gets to see that sort of that creation. And some of the things that happen at Elevate Hair only happen in that space and time. So it's really cool, really unique, and it's, again, an opportunity to network and be in a community.
So let's go ahead and bring out our first model. Let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're going to cut Kesley's hair.
I cut Kesley's hair. We definitely did some pre-cutting on her this morning. Just to kind of get me started.
Yeah.
And this isn't terribly uncommon. Usually on set, you'll see, or on stage rather, you'll have about, 20 to 30 minutes to do something. Here I've got 9 minutes to do everything, so we're going to just go right into it. If you're on Instagram at all, you're seeing a lot of this sort of undercutting kind of concept. And so I just wanted to do a little bit of that on stage. Obviously, Kesley has a very aggressive haircut, a very creative haircut, but it's definitely something we're seeing a lot more. We're seeing more actresses and artists like Katy Perry do this.
The undercut that you were just talking about, is that the line action, or is that what you're doing right now? Which is
so what I'm doing right now is just fading up to the line. So
okay.
We had Elevate Up, which is a little pop-up we do usually before the show last night, and I did some of this sort of creative cutting with my scissors. And now I'm just going through and really enhancing the drama of the lines.
I love that we're seeing more and more women doing the buzz cut, because it feels so cool, but it also looks really great. And if you have a job that's more conservative, you could still do the undercut underneath and have longer hair on the top.
Yeah, in Houston, I live in New Orleans, that's where I'm based. It's hot.
Yeah,
and
hot
if you have long hair and you want to kind of alleviate that, no one really sees it unless you put it up. So that's, I think, why we're seeing a lot more of this. And it gives women an opportunity to kind of do something fun without sort of compromising their femininity. And I think
you can eliminate the neck sweat from long hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
For the event that you have coming up on Sunday the 26th, if someone wants to get their haircut, might you be able to cut their hair?
We need models, yes. And I partnered with a group called Hairbrain, which is a big social media channel. And we have a few guys coming from there. And yeah, we need all the models we can get. So if you want to have a more unique haircut, something that's really going to stand out in the crowd, just direct message me on @ElevateHair on Instagram, and we'll try to work it out. We'd love to have you. But if you just want to see what's going on in hair in Houston, come to the show. It's totally free. I love it when people who aren't hairdressers come, because they get to see more of the artistic side of what we do.
And avant-garde side.
Yeah. A lot of people see hairdressing as sort of just a, I don't know, just like a thing. Like you go, you mow your grass, you get your hair done, you go to the dentist, and there's a whole art to it that I think is underappreciated.
So what are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm just taking some major weight out of Kesley's hair. She has a ton of hair, and even though it's undercut, there's still a lot of stuff to be taken out. So I'm just kind of taking this top section out and just just moving it, but I'm trying to respect her perimeter. So I want her to keep all this kind of cool stuff down here, and that's why I sectioned it off.
I love Kesley's hair.
Yeah,
I love
I
that
do
color, too.
It's awesome.
Colored hair is still a hot thing.
Yeah, whatever you can do to make it interesting is cool. We're seeing a lot of smoky tones. My friend Caitlin from Lavish Salon did this, all with the Veda hair color, and it's really, really beautiful, smoky, and it's really what Kesley wanted.
So can you go all Edward Scissorhands on me and like get her done in 30 seconds?
Yeah, we can.
30 seconds.
I'm putting them under pressure.
Wow.
So we kind of did the look. And what I'm going to do is just take this new product that I love and just kind of add that to it to give it a little bit of shine and movement.
Well, and you're using a pomade that is branded to use for guys, but girls can use it too, right?
Yeah, and I think that's really interesting is that sort of women are using more men's products. I mean, Old Spice cologne for, deodorant for yoga. This is a great product because it's not too sticky and it just accentuates the texture and allows for the pieciness to come through.
Kesley,
That looks
it
awesome.
looks awesome. Let's bring on out Logan, our next model, and see what you can do with Logan in just about 2 minutes. Hey there, Logan. She looks ready to go. She's
Yeah.
Ready to go. So we have her ready to go, and what I wanted to show, bangs are in. Bangs are always in, I feel like, and I think it's a matter of what celebrity you're into that gets bangs that makes you think, oh, I need bangs. What I want to do is do a very shattered fringe for her, and I'm just going to take my scissors and kind of run them down.
And that's making it kind of piecey.
Right, and what you see here is the section on top is sort of the length of the bang. So we've sort of, again, preserved the length, and underneath, I'm kind of being more creative. Logan, your voice sounds awesome. I needed to make a sample for the show, and so right before we started, I had Logan talking to the microphone, and then I edited it for the show, and then that's what you're hearing, her saying elevate hair again and again and again. It's not too bad, though, right?
Yeah, I can hear it. That's
what
cool.
that was.
Yeah.
I was really nervous about it, but I was like, it's going to sound cool, I promise.
That's really cool. Well, and her hair is really cool, too.
She's got awesome hair. You guys keep me on time. How much time?
So at the show, each model runs about like 20, 30 minutes for the full transformation.
Totally.
So we got about 90 seconds left there, Tatum.
Awesome. And you can see it's still got her length, but it's much more texturized and a lot looser.
What is the fastest you've ever done an entire haircut?
Probably about 8 minutes. I had this show in New Orleans, and I had to do something really, really quick. It was very timed out, but it looked really awesome.
You ever feel pressure, though, when you're up on stage and you have all these people watching you do your work?
You know, I used to work for a guy named Nick Arrojo in New York City, and I had to do a lot of stage work from him very early, and so I got really used to it. And I think the key for doing any stage work is just to sort of be confident and to psych yourself into it. I'm sure you guys do that too. You know, go through a little bit of mental, I'm going to do a good job, I'm going to kill it.
Oh yeah, we do jumping jacks.
Yeah, and then it just happens.
We got about a minute left. So does it get real competitive between the stylists? To see who can have the most avant-garde look?
It's not overtly competitive, but I think there is some competition to some extent. I mean, you're seeing some of the best people in Houston doing cool hair, and you're next to them, you're going to want to show out. And so I think you do get a little bit of competition. There's no, like, sticker at the end for anyone.
Tatum, we want to be sure that people know the details of the event in case they want to attend. Again, it's Sunday, March 26th at HTX Fan Tavern.
Yeah, which is right across Minute Maid Stadium. And it
starts at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. It's free. If you could just go to our website, elevatehair.com, and RSVP, that helps us let the bartenders know who's going to be there so they can staff it. But other than that, it's totally open and free. We'd love to have everyone in Houston show up.
Great. Well, again, that website is elevatehair.com. Tatum, Neal, thank you so much. And to Logan and Kesley, our models, thank you as well. I wish my hair looked that cool.
I think it's so cool.